Everybody, the dysfunction. In relation to the 30 nouns of a subject, it will position itself into the area. Any area in relation to surfunk, it is the equilibrium to share the network of 1. If the oil wave is 3 on 1, 12 on 1, and 4 on 1 by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the anana. In that day, it is 10-3-2-5. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology to signal into the application form. It is the dysfunction. The dysfunction of the brain capacity for the manuscript will rely itself into the heaven based upon the machine. If the machine is spelled to F315 by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the anana. In that day, it is 10-3-2-5. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is B5F218. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology to signal into the application form. The dysfunction of the area will be in the alley to perform itself into network 5. If the oil wave is 3 on 1, 10 on 1, and 4 on 1 by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the anana. In that day, it is 10-3-2-5. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology to signal into the application form. It is the dysfunction of the order. In relation to the provision to select the internal data, it will rewire itself into the position. Each position is a tan by the border. The border of the fifth moon will be the way in to know how to do so. In relation to the 30 rounds of a subject, it will position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is B5F218. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology in relation to the signal, and in that day it is 10-3-2-5. For the alley, it will perform itself into network 1 to subject the first draft in relation to the coding. The coding is PEF315. The PEF315 for the third encryption is a manuscript to rely itself into the area. The area is 0906080401 for John in relation to Mars. The application form will rework itself into the border of the fifth moon to develop the third technology. In that day, it is 10-3-2-5. For the border of the fifth moon, it will be the hellholder for the democracy of law based upon implementation of network. It will refire out into heaven based upon the machine. If the machine is spelled to F315 by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the anana. In that day, it is 10-3-2-5. For the border of the fifth moon, it will develop the third technology for the signal of the application form. For design day 10 is interlude technology to position itself into the area. The area is 050601 for design day 10 in the interlude technology and to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is B12F318. I'm recording. The dimension of the element will turn the way in to control itself to network 5. If the border of the fifth moon will develop the third technology, it will be in the signal of application form for dysfunction and the order.